What's up, turds? It's Sean Creo with Team Destined here, bringing to you another video. This time around, it's going to be a deck profile video on the deck that I just recently showcased on the channel. That's going to be LEOPARDMON TOOLBOX. EX08, as I said in the previous video, added a lot of awesome cards to the deck, making it a lot very versatile for the meta, and it's able to answer a lot of board states, and that's what I love about it right now. It has a little bit of a different play style as opposed to like the way I ran it before, because it's completely changed up the level 5 lineup, but now the top end has a lot of different choices. So without further ado, I'm gonna stop talking and get right to the video. Okay, so for our eggs, we have 4 Kokomon. We're running 5 eggs total. It's gonna be 4 Kokomon. This one is the old EX41. When an effect suspends one of your Digimon, draw 1. This is gonna be the main egg you play because a lot of your effects in the deck are suspending your own Digimon. So you're gonna be able to draw a crap ton of cards using this egg. Because of the way the deck plays, you do need to run 5. So I'm running 1 Tanemon. It's when you play a green tamer, draw 1. You get to cheat a lot of tamers out for free. Tanemon will get you that extra draw power that you need. You need to run the draw eggs, some sort of draw egg, because playing out any type of Digimon, you're just going to go through your hand really fast. So you need to be able to have the resources in order to facilitate your plays. Starting off with the rookies, we have 4 Palmon. This is going to be the super rare BT14 Palmon. You're running 4 of them. This card is really good. So start of your main, one of your opponent's Digimon gains all turns. When this Digimon becomes suspended, lose 2 memory until the end of your turn. Until the end of their turn. So it's basically an ice wall for them. Really good. Memory floodgates do not stop that because it's lose 2 memory, not gain. And then it also has the inheritable. When this Digimon would Digivolve, if you have a green tamer, reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. A lot of the time you are getting that effect. So being able to Digivolve and for a reduced cost is really nice in any green deck. Green is notorious for cheating out cards with low amounts of memory. So Palmon's really good to help with that. Now to combo off with that is Palmon X Antibody. On play, when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and then it also has the inherited when one of your green tamers is played, gain a memory. So a lot of times you'll have Palmon in raising, and then you'll give one of your opponent's Digimon the suspend effect, lose 2 memory effect, and then you'll suspend that, bring this Digivolve on top of Palmon with Palmon X. Suspend them, and just like that, you gain 2 memory for free. Really insane. And what's nice is that playing this card off of like a card like Scramble or something is really cracked too. The inheritable can come up sometimes when you're playing your green tamers. You get to gain a memory. So yeah, and then it combos off with the other inheritable because you need to have a green tamer in order to reduce Digivolution cost. Now what's next? So our last rookie of the deck is going to be Pomu. Pomu is when an effect suspends this Digimon, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So like I said, a lot of the times you're suspending your own Digimon. So being able to swing over something, it can be a really good playstyle for the deck. And Pomu allows your opponent's Digimon to become suspended in case you don't have any of those types of effects to activate. For the level 4, we have the old Sunflowmon, the BT10 Sunflow. When Digivolving, suspend one of your green Digimon, and then you can play a Vegetation Plant or Fairy and 3,000 DP or less from your hand without playing the play cost. So you essentially Digivolve this on top of your rookie, suspend it. You get to play another rookie, so it's pretty much going to be any of your level 4s and any of your rookies. You get to play that for completely free, and then you'll draw a card off of the Kokomon egg here because you're suspending one of your own Digimon. And then if you happen to Digivolve on top of that, you get even more effects because His inheritable is when effects suspend one of your Digimon, draw one. So lots of draw power there. Continuing off with the Kokomon egg. Next up for the level 4s, we have 4 of the Togemon. This card is really, really cracked. When a green tamer card would be played from your hand, by suspending one of your green Digimon, reduce the play cost by 3. So you're playing your three drop tamers for completely free. You're playing your 4 drop Mimis for 1, which is really nice. And then if you have something like Palmon X, which when you get to play a tamer, it's going to end up being free anyway. Or you get to plus a memory if it's a 3 drop. So it's really, really nice. And then it's inheritable. Just like the Palmon, when this Digimon would Digivolve, if you have a green tamer, reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. Really, really love it. Really, really love it. Shout out to Juan for letting me borrow his Regionals Champion Togemon. I still haven't returned it yet. Don't worry, it's waiting for you, buddy. So for our last level 4, we have 1 Woodmon. I honestly didn't even know this card existed, but then when I saw it in one of the deck lists, I was like, wow, that card's actually really, really good. When one of your Digimon becomes suspended, draw 1. It's a 3 drop and it's a 3K, so it plays off of Sunflow. So you get to play another level 4 for free. But if you need to just hard drop it for whatever reason, that's really nice too. So you're only running 9 level 4s, a little small there, but you need to make room for everything else. Starting off with the level 5s, we have 4 of the Grand Galemon. Oh man, Grand Gale is really, really, really cracked. I feel like it adds what Leopard has been missing, to be honest, because before I was running like the Lilymon package. But Grand Gale, I'm surprised I never really even tried this out. It has Vortex, so at the end of your turn, this Digimon may attack an opponent's Digimon. With this effect, it can attack the turn it was played. And then when Digivolving, you may suspend one Digimon if this effect suspended one of your Digimon. This Digimon isn't affected by the effects of your opponent's Digimon until the end of their turn. That is honestly so broken. I know you have to suspend one of your own Digimon, but that's why it combos off so well with Sunflow. Because you don't have to like, let's say, leave this stack unsuspended. Sometimes you have to, and like it's okay if it's safe to do that. But what's nice with Sunflow is Sunflow plays out of body. Let's say a rookie you don't care about, and then you Digivolve on top of Grand Gale. Grand Gale suspends that rookie that you just played, and now you have an immune level 5. So really, really nasty there. And then the inheritable itself actually comes up too. When this Digimon attacks your opponent's Digimon, this Digimon may... when this Digimon attacks your opponent's Digimon, this Digimon may unsuspend. So, of course, you're suspending things. It's a green deck. If you swing over it, you get to unsuspend for free. That's really, really nice. Paired with something like a Quartzmon, you get to activate Quartz over and over. I'll go into that later. It's really, really strong. Best level 5 easily. But to kind of complement that, we have 2 Rapidmon. This is a play cost for 7. On play, when Digivolving, de-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. Then if you have a green tamer until the end of your opponent's turn, your opponent's effects can't delete this Digimon or return it to the hand or deck. So the inheritable also says when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, trash the top card of the security stack. Very strong as well. Since, like I said, you're swinging over, you sometimes have that option to swing over other opponent's Digimon. Now, the thing about Rapidmon, it's really, really good because it has that protection, right? The unable to be bounced or deleted. The only thing is that you're really dependent on having a tamer out. So if you don't have a tamer, it's kind of awkward. Now, you can offset and run like lots of tamers to kind of guarantee that. But also what I don't like about it is that it's a 4 cost to Digivolve. Now, you can play the Gargomon Rapidmon package for the level 4s. That was actually my very first iteration of the deck way back when I was trying to make the deck pack competitive back in a Dallas regional. And I did not like that version because you're forced to play the Gargomon and Rapidmons, and they're not cheap to play. The thing that's important about the level 4s is that these are, if you notice, these are 4 drops, right? So I'll go into that later, but they're really cheap play costs, and that's very important for the deck to be able to meet those numbers appropriately. So that's why I have Rapidmon as 2 instead of, like, let's say like 4 or even 3. 6 is honestly enough. Six level 5s with like protection. That's super good. Now this is kind of like the flex spot. We have the 2 Digizorb Digimon. So when you Digivolve, you can suspend your stack to Digivolve for free. Really, really strong. Obviously, you get to combo off with like Sunflow as well. Like I said, you get to draw inheritables and everything. You get to cheat out Digivolution cost and ramp up out of nowhere. So really, really good. This used to be Lilymon actually. So I used to run 2 Lilymons. I've just kind of been messing around with the Blossom and Argo, so we're running that for now. The Argo obviously has the difference of when attacking, you may play 1 level 3 Green Digimon from your hand. So that can kind of come up, but mainly you're using it for the Digisorption effect. That's it for the level 5s. We have 8. Next up is level 6s. So we have 3 of the Leopardmon X. This is going to be the main level 6. Okay, so when Digivolving main, you may play 1 green Digimon card from your hand with a play cost reduced by 4 if a card with Leopardmon in its name or X name values in its Digimon's Digivolution cards for reduced by 3. So that means you can reduce by 7 if there's a Leopardmon underneath. And then the other important effect is when one of your opponent's Digimon, or one of your Digimon is played, you may return one of your opponent's Digimon 5k or lower to the hand for each of your other Digimon at 3,000. So it would be like 5,000, and then if you play one, starts at 8, and then 11, 14, so on and so forth. To pair off with these guys, I'll just talk about them together, is only 2 Leopardmon. I wish I could run 3 of these, honestly. But I have to cut space for consistency in other level 6s. So it's basically the same thing. You can play a Green Digimon reduce cost by 4, but when you play something, instead of bouncing something, you get to everything on your board gains blocker for the turn. Now that's a blanket effect, okay? So anything else that you just play and anything else that might get played will get blocker for the rest of the turn till the end of the opponent's turn. So kind of what I was talking about before, this reduces by 4. The Leopardmon reduces by 4. If it's on top, this reduces by 7. And then Leopard X reduces by 4 itself. So that's why it's important to have level 4s that you can play for free, like the Togemon, so that you're not passing turn when you're doing your plays, right? So Sunflow is 4 as well as Woodmon. And then the level 5s are really nice because they're both 7 drop, right? So you can play them for 3 or you can play them for free. The only one that is exception to that is Argomon, but that's not a big deal. You don't really want to hard play that anyway, right? Next up for the level 6s, my alt arts have not come in yet, so it's super tragic, but we have Dinomon. So Dinomon, this is a really, really good card. It can answer the decks like Purple Hybrid or let's say like Fenry. So it has security attack +1 and fortitude. On play when Digivolving, you may suspend 1 Digimon, then delete one of your opponent's suspended Digimon with the lowest DP. While this Digimon is suspended, all of your opponent's Digimon can only attack suspended Digimon. So if this guy's suspended, they can only attack suspended Digimon. So essentially, if you can just keep redirecting permanently with Dinomon. Now, of course, with Purple Hybrid, you have to be careful because you pretty much need to leave Dinomon like as itself to kind of counter Purple Hybrid, because then they can actually they can trade or go even 13 versus 13. But even then, if it dies, it comes back, plays Fortitude, and then its on play effect activates again. So really, really nice. And again, if you're playing with the Leopard X, this plays for 6. But usually what you're doing is you're playing something like Dinomon or you're playing something like Rapidmon, and then you're Digivolving Dinomon on top of it. However that may be, or you might do something like Togemon into Grand Gale, suspend itself, it becomes unprotected, and then now you have a Dinomon that's suspended, and it's protected by Digimon effects. So really, really nice. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for the Dinomon. I might consider cutting this down to 1 for one of the other level 6s, either maybe like a Leopardmon, or the next one is actually a Medieval Gallant. So Medieval Gallant's really, really nice. Alliance of Vortex. I don't really need to say too much about this one. when this card would be played by reducing or by suspending 2 Digimon, reduce a play cost by 4. So, and it's so disgusting because you can actually play this guy for free, right? Because it reduces by 4. It's a play cost of 11, so that makes it 7. And if you have the Leopard X combo, you play reduce cost by 7. So -7, -4. You're playing this thing for free. Really, really stupid strong. When Digivolving, you may suspend 1 Digimon, then you may delete one of your opponent's 8k DP or lower for each other suspended Digimon. Add 3,000 to this DP deletion effect to its maximum. And then when Digimon are played, you may activate one of this Digimon's 1 Digivolving effects. And it does count itself. So when you play it, it is going to count. So you're going to be able to activate that 1 Digivolving effect. So really good floodgate for those decks that play Digimon by effects. Considering bumping this up to 2, but honestly I'm more scared of the purple hybrid and Fenry matchup, so that's why I'm running this at the Dino at 2 instead of Medieval Gallant. But the other level 6 that I'm actually considering of bumping up to 2 is Cherubi, the old tried and true for the Leopardmon deck. Everyone knows Cherubi, Blast Digivolve, and it has Alliance. And then you play a green level 4 or lower Digimon, and then until the end of your opponent's turn, one of their Digimon gets -4k DP for each of your other Digimon. So this was the old, tertiary boss of the deck, because you would play a Cherubi for free, and then you would have like 5 bodies on board, give something like -20k, and it was really disgusting. And then the next turn you just like swing. It's kind of like more rough in this meta though, just because a lot of people are just staying and raising. So, I mean, it's nice to always have this as a threat, especially against like decks like Magna. This was also against Magna. This was the killer. This was a Magna killer right here, because it lasts until the opponent's turn. So you would give something -16k, and then it would just die. But it's EX08. We got new toy syndrome, so I'm trying these guys out. So again, this one Dinomon could easily be a Cherubi or a Medieval. So it's really just preference. Let's see. So next up we have, for the last Digimon, we have 2 Quartzmon. Now this is also kind of tentative, because you can either do 1 Quartzmon, 1 Paladin mode, or heck, if you want to be spicy and run like more of like the red greens, you could do something like maybe like a Crimson or like a Agubond, right? But I love Quartzmon. Quartzmon is so good because it plays into your whole like play style, right? Because you're playing bodies super wide, and you get to utilize the amount of cards that are on the board. So Digivolves for 6 on top of a level 6. Suspend all other Digimon and Tamers. Then for every 2 suspended Digimon or Tamers, gain 1 memory. Other than this Digimon, all Digimon and Tamers don't unsuspend. Suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. Then trash the top card of your opponent's security stack for every 5 suspended Digimon or Tamers. So this is so cracked against Purple Hybrid. That's mainly why I'm running at 2. Although one could argue that that Paladin is also really good against Purple Hybrid, especially with like protection, and because you get the bottom deck like all of their Velgers, right? But this is really good because you suspend all of their Tamers, and you get to utilize the trash effect like crazy. So, and like I said, with something like Grand Gale, this happens all the time. You'll have Grand Gale, and then you'll go into Quartz. You'll suspend 1 of their Digimon, and you can swing into their Digimon. Quartz effect will activate. You'll probably trash 1, and then you'll unsuspend with Grand Gale. So you get a free trash just like that for like literally nothing. And then you swing again, and then you activate the trash again, and then it hits 1. So really strong combo there. Of course, also with like something like Rapid, same idea, except you'll trash 2. Let's see. That's it for the Digimon. Now for the Tamers, we have two of the 4-drop Mimis. You can't play a green deck without these. In my personal opinion, these are just way too good. If you have, it's a memory setter, and then if you have a level 5 or higher green Digimon, you can suspend it to hatch an egg, or bring a level 3 Digimon or higher from your raising out. So You can really abuse the Mimi Tamer because, like I said, you can play it for basically free with Togemon. So if you're scared of bringing a stack out and it being annihilated, you can safely tap Mimi, hatch, Digivolve into Palmon in the back, and then you have an immediate like clapback answer, right? So very, very strong. 2 is enough. I don't see 3 being necessary because honestly, a lot of times I'll even have 2 out. But I see these guys a lot, and it's really, really clutch. That's why you need the 5 eggs. Now for the next tamers, we have 3 of the BT14 Mimi on play. Reveal 3. Add a plant, vegetation, or fairy. Bomb deck the rest. And then when it affects suspends a Digimon by suspending this tamer, gain 1. So when it affects suspends any Digimon, so either your opponent's Digimon or your Sunflow, or your Grangale or your Togemon or your Digizorb. Lots of ways to utilize this Mimi Tamer. Really, really good. Now this spot, I've seen some lists. You can actually sub this spot out for Shoto, right? Shoto, in case you're trying to run more medievals. Shoto pairs really, really well with medieval. So it's just a matter of like preference. I just really love Mimi, and it adds consistency to the deck. Like I said, I really want to be able to draw cards, and that's what Mimi helps with. So that's why I'm running Mimi instead of Shoto. That's it for the tamers. For the options, we have 4 green mem boost. You can switch this out with the trainings, but I've just been running green mem boost for a few reasons. It's a top 4, add a green Digimon, and then delay. Yeah, the delay, of course. But memory, honestly, is so good because you're playing stuff with your Digimon, right? So you're playing it. You can't. I mean, if you, let's say you have like you have Leopard and Raising and you bring it out, you can utilize green mem boost better than a training. But some can argue that training's better because you can pick up stuff up like your tamers and your HPDs or whatever. But I don't know. It's a matter of preference, really. I just like the green mem boost. I have 1-1 split of the green scramble and agility training. Agility training, like I said, really good. It's 2-drop. Search top 2, add a green card. And you can pop the delay to reduce the dilution cost by 2. And then green scramble, I was thinking about actually ditching the agility training and grabbing 2 green scramble, because like I said, green scramble works so well with this Palmon. It's like this Palmon is absolutely disgusting. So everyone knows what scramble does. I'm not going to go into it. You reduce your digivolution cost, and you can play a rookie and essentially take back a piece that you need. So really good for recycling your Leopardmons and getting extra bodies out. That's another big thing, is getting an extra body out like this Palmon. Which would let you get even more memory. So that's the reason why I'm considering dropping this down to 0 and dropping this to 2. Scramble just goes hard in this deck. For the last card, we have the Broken HPD. I don't need to say anything about this. You suspend one of your own Digimon to reduce the digivolution cost by 5. So many times I'll have an extra Digimon because I'll play something from from Leopard, and then I'll just Digivolve into Quartz for a 1. And that's when the combo of like Grangale or Rapid goes crazy. And the complete lockdown, they have to answer this somehow. But if, let's say, like Grangale gives your entire stack protection, they literally can't answer Quartzmon. So yeah, anyways, that's the deck that I've been playing. Leopardmon EX08, really, really fun. Hope you guys like the deck profile. Catch you in the next one. Peace.